right?
Yeah, a lot of that has wound down. Now there is still that kind of, not area of interest, my brain is on the tropics, the cluster of thunderstorms out towards the Rio Grande that is going to be monitored for potential flooding concerns tonight. But up towards the San Antonio and Austin areas, they do look to be quieter for right now. So this is that little cluster of storms I was talking about just to the south of Del Rio that's going to be monitored. This is what's left of the flood risk. Yesterday there was a moderate, or this red color, just to the west of Austin, and then today it was extended in more of a line, but this is what's left of that flooding risk now, and it does cover where those showers and storms are to the south of Del Rio. This is the rainfall that fell earlier today, and like Lexus mentioned, that was all this morning, so the rainfall is done there for now. But this kind of yellow color just to the south of southeast of San Saba County, that is over 12 inches of rain estimated by radar. So that is why they've seen some flooding concerns yet again up in the hill country. In the coastal bend, we've been pretty quiet today, a couple of showers, but as a lot of those showers and storms outside of our area got close to us, they fizzled out. So we've remained pretty quiet throughout the rest of this evening. We do have a few clouds working through the area, but for now we're just going to see our rain chances going down as we head into your Monday and Tuesday. By Wednesday, rain chances are totally out of the forecast. Now I do want to go to the tropics. We're going to be watching this area of interest just off the east coast that's expected to move across Florida and into the northern Gulf. Right now it's got a 20% or a low chance of development over the next 7 days, and it's going to be moving into an area that doesn't have a lot of wind shear, and it has some of the warmest waters in the Gulf at this time, so decent conditions for tropical development. So let's show you what this is going to do as we head further into this week. High pressure starting off in the central Gulf. That's going to be directing Saharan dust, the first little bit of it, into the coastal bend. We'll get the main part of this batch later in the week. But this little area of interest, this piece of energy you can see spinning, it's basically being tugged around the clockwise motion of this high pressure. So as the high lifts to the north, this is going to swing right around and into the Gulf. So that's how we're going to end up with this piece of energy moving into the Gulf, and at that same time that flow around the high pressure moving the Saharan dust into the coastal bend. So as I mentioned, the bulk of that dust, the heaviest part of it, if you will, coming into the area on Wednesday, lingering into Thursday, and by Friday and into next weekend, as our temperatures are getting very hot again, that Saharan dust moving out of here. So here's Wednesday, the bulk of that dust moving into the coastal bend, and that piece of energy still tracking into the Gulf. Now at this time, we're a little split on different types of forecast models, and what I mean by that is deterministic models versus ensemble. This is a single run deterministic model, and they, since yesterday, have been shifting a little bit further to the west, closer to western Louisiana, possibly even far east Texas with this energy. Now the ensemble models, which you can kind of think of them like a spaghetti plot where there's lots of different lines and stuff, it's one model but with various inputs, different atmospheric and oceanic conditions, and those are all still a little bit further to the east, closer to New Orleans, for example, in Mississippi. So we're having to figure out over the next couple of days what is exactly going to happen with this. That being said, it's still looking like a decent rainfall event regardless of any organization or development for the eastern and northern Gulf Coast. For us, like I said, our rain chances are still going to be on the low side, including tomorrow, just that isolated chance, 93 for us in Corpus Christi, and over the next several days we'll see that Saharan dust move in, and we'll continue to monitor and track that area of interest as it moves across Florida and into the eastern Gulf. But for right now, that's just something for us to monitor, to watch, not necessarily worry about.
Thank you, Chris, and we appreciate